Hi, I'm Mike Ferguson, and today I want to talk to you about Cyera's AI-powered classification, specifically for unstructured data. And this is Cyera's ability to learn the data that's most important to you, your unique intellectual property. So when we talk about learned data or unstructured data, unstructured data. What we mean is these are all the different documents. They could be Word documents, they could be PDFs, they could be CAD drawings. There's so many different types of documents. We just don't mean, what we mean is those that aren't in that structured column and row type databases. And there's a whole variety of different types of documents that are out there that you're going to be creating to make your organization unique, that you're going to be building out niches in your particular marketplaces to help your organizations thrive and grow in a way that is allowing you to compete in your particular marketplace. However, it's often harder for you to detect this because there's no specific regexes or scripts and keywords for this unique data, because by its very definition, it's unique to you. So there are legacy tools. Historically, we could have fingerprinted the data, but data evolves very quickly. It flows like water, and we replicate and create this information all the time, and modify it. So it becomes very hard to do this effectively. This is where AI-powered classification for unstructured data is very, very useful. So what we mean is we can look at our network of all of our different cloud or on-premise tools. And by plugging in Cyera via APIs, we're able to detect every single data store inside your environment. And then we'll start to scan every single file and read and learn every single file inside of there. And what we start to detect is all of these different documents. There'll be some that we might be familiar with, some that we're not. And there might be some that we think, okay, well, this might be to do with health information, and some that are about security. There'll be some that might be related to financial information. But ultimately, using AI-powered classification, we're able to create little data classes for every single document that we detect inside the environment. Let's create some more inside of here. And based on the types of content that sits inside of these different documents, we are able to give it a data class. So after we've scanned all of our different data stores, all our different cloud environments, we've come back and found all of these different files. The AI-powered classification reads all the files, understands exactly what's in each of these different documents, and goes, this is classified as an architectural floor plan. That might seem odd, but maybe this particular organization is an architectural firm. This intellectual property is really valuable to this organization. And if there was, 10,000 of these particular documents and it contains certain types of information, that would be very valuable. And losing that would be, not great for this organization. Now, this particular file could be a board meeting resolution document. So this is from the board. This is really important. So the AI, the LM has been able to read and understand what's in that document and go, well, that's the board meeting minutes. That's really important. We don't really want that to go up. And that's learned that. Now, in this document, we might go, well, maybe this is a SOC 2 report. Okay, so this is the SOC 2 report from security. There's the security team SOC 2 report. This one is a employee health assessment. And this particular document could be our earnings statement. Now, what you'll notice is all different types of unstructured data, but the AI-powered classification isn't just going to go and say, well, I've given it a cute name. Instead, we've also been able to give it categories. We've color-coded them to go, this is intellectual property. This is security, this is health, and this is financial. That allows us to quickly search to say, I want to understand where my intellectual property might reside. I want to know where my security documents are, who has access to them, what's exposed, what isn't, what's organization-wide. I need to know the exposure of this information nice and quickly. Again, this is not something where you've had to create these fingerprints. This is something where Cyera has been able to create these classifications for you, nice and quick and easy. The other point to make is that it's not just by giving them categories and understanding, well, this is a board meeting resolution, and we've given it the category of intellectual property. But based on the information that sits inside of this document, maybe it contains certain information that we've already categorized in unstructured data. Maybe it contains information of the board members and their addresses, their names, certain sensitive information. There might be something in here that we really do not want going out. What we're able to do is, based on the content of each one of these documents, is give a recommendation of what the label might be. So should it be confidential? Should it be internal? Restricted? Or public? And then, if you want, we can actually go to the Microsoft purview and apply those labels based on our recommendation, our unbiased observations of the contents of each of these documents and our understanding of their potential sensitivity. So hopefully that's given you an understanding of what Cyera's AI-powered classification could do for your unstructured documents. Thank you.